So what is this strange looking flying contraption? Why does it have all of those blades? Let's take a dive into what this multicopter is all about. So the aim of the Volocopter is to provide safe, fast and reliable air taxi services. The company is partnering with a load of others to build the world's first electronic scalable urban aerial mobility vehicle, UAM, and they are only a few years away as of writing in 2021. So exciting. Starting out as a cheap competitor to helicopters with pilots and progressing to fully autonomous transport accessible to everybody on any budget. Volocopter are paving the way by a list of firsts. They're the first to fly piloted, remote piloted and autonomously in cities, and the first to build the digital foundation on which the entire UAM value chain will rest. So why try? What's the motivation? Is it the fact that they're disappointed in not having flying cars by 2021, or is there more to it? Well, let's be honest, we all know there is a problem. We all hate sitting around in traffic and we all want to get to where we need to be quicker. And it seems from research that this issue is only going to get worse. By 2050, 68% of the predicted 9.8 billion worldwide population will live in urban areas. Cities are already reaching their limits of new roads, subway frequency and rail tunnels being built to keep traffic bearable. The Volocopter believe it's easier to develop an aerial infrastructure of controlled point-to-point aerial transportation than build upon the current ground and subterranean infrastructure. And a lover of all things flying, I am really for their solution, so long as it's safe, but we'll get to safety. So why now? Well, it's thanks to advances in technology, of course. Advances in battery technology, lightweight construction materials, computers, sensors, AI, electric vertical takeoff and landing, eVTOL aircraft have now become technologically feasible. Okay, so let's take a look at the Volocopter's challenges and how they're going to make this work. There are 6 main areas considered in aircraft design to enable the successful commercialization of fully electric intercity eVTOLs. Safety, noise, range, passenger capacity, operating efficiency, and reliable life cycles. So let's take a look at each one of those in turn. Starting with safety, so you knew I was going to come to it. The first thing that stood out to me about the unusual design is of course the multiple motors. Obviously, it has been designed with redundancy in mind, and Volocopters say that it can continue with up to 2 motors non-functioning. There is redundancy in all flight critical systems, including the batteries. It's got 9 battery packs. The multicopter design also reduces moving parts, which makes it safer and needs less maintenance. And of course, should there be an emergency, it can land vertically. The aim is to make this mode of transport as safe as today's current long-haul commercial flights, so incredibly safe indeed. Another big one is noise. Noise is a big factor. The public won't accept them unless the noise pollution is minimal. This is another advantage of that multicopter design. Many smaller rotors makes for a quieter craft than the traditional helicopter, particularly at takeoff and landings. In fact, it's quieter than the average intercity road noise of today. Let's take a look at the range. So it's battery operated, so how far can it really go? Well, the question actually is, how far does it need to go? Urban cities like New York, Paris, London, Tokyo and others have a radius of about 20 miles. And the Volocopter has a range of 22 miles, which is 35 kilometers. So they can actually make those journeys with today's battery technology, and 93% of international airports are within 30 kilometers range of the city centre. My calculations, that means there's going to be lots of battery swapping in and out. Battery technology, of course, is only going to get better. So at the average speed of 80 to 100 kilometers per hour, or 50 to 60 miles per hour, travelling at 29 kilometers or 18 miles, such as from New York's JFK Airport to Times Square, would take only 20 minutes, compared to a 43-minute journey by taxi. So the Volocopter will reduce your travel time by 50%, which could be really important to a lot of people. Passenger capacity then. So Volocopter have settled on 2 seats, and this is because their researchers found that 1 or 2 passengers occupy 90% of all taxi and all ride-hailing journeys, even for tourist travel. And of course, the pandemic has increased the desirability of personalised travel. So the Volocopter will be fitted with 2 seats, so that might be good if you want to have a break from the kids, or you might want to go 1 parent, 1 kid. If you've got 3 kids, well, I guess you'll have to work that one out. If most journeys are 1 to 2 people though, the idea is that the extra seats would be a costly addition in weight. Operating efficiency. So the white paper mentions swapping out batteries between flights here, but that it will reduce battery costs by enhancing battery life without impairing the vehicle use. The lightweight craft and low moving parts keeps the energy consumption and maintenance low. And reliable life cycles. Basically what that means is that they use improving technology, so they know how long the components will last, therefore everything is predictable and forecastable. Right, onto the pilots. So, no pilot or pilot. At first they will use pilots, and these pilots will be specially trained for this kind of flying, so that might be actually a fun job for the future for us. Until of course they make us all redundant with automation. And automation is necessary for reducing costs and making this taxi service accessible to anyone. Automation will come in steps by increasing the number of control functions and taking the workload off the pilot, which might be significant due to the nature of urban flying, with a lot of air traffic and multiple landings and takeoffs per day. Afterwards, autonomy will enhance these control function abilities to react to unexpected events. The safety goal is to have the urban airspace mostly populated by automation aircraft that coordinate in a joint overall effort. The belief is it's better to have all autonomous than a mixed economy of piloted and autonomous, which is a particular challenge for road vehicles. To manage all of this, the Volocopter are working on a state-of-the-art, jointly used traffic management system. I won't go into information on that here, but if you want to read more about this technology and the design of it, then I'll leave some links in the description below this video. So, what do people think of this? A survey by the University of Stuttgart showed that 80% of those who witnessed the flight in Stuttgart expressed their support for Volocopter services in their city. People and public institutions will only welcome the eVTOL aircraft in their city if they trust that these are safe, quiet, and sustainable, and they'll only use them if their expectations are fully met. As a key result of this, 7 principles emerged. UAMs should be safe, sustainable, accessible, quiet, well-connected, beneficial for the local economy, and open to data sharing while having the highest data security and privacy standards. Obviously, Volocopter aim to meet all these. So, where's first? Where can you get to your first vertiport? Well, keep an eye out for Singapore and Paris. They are among the first, but expect them to be in Vegas, Dubai, Stuttgart, and more cities following that. So, there you have it. If you ever wondered what the heck that new thing is in Microsoft Flight Simulator, well, now you know. It's a Volocopter. And if you want to know more, I'll leave a link to Volocopter's website, YouTube channel, and their white paper in the description below this video. The white paper is an interesting read. I think like many, I was initially skeptical to the idea of autonomous flying air taxis, but the white paper did make a strong case. At one point, people didn't believe in powered flight or horseless carts either. But what do you think? I'd love to hear your comments if you want to leave them in the comment section below this video. Thanks for watching to the end. I hope you enjoyed my video. I'm Pilot Mike. Please subscribe for more aviation videos. I've got more coming out over the summer, and bye for now.